How's it going, guys? My name of course is Joshie and welcome to another video. In this video is a new weapon review. I hope you enjoyed that gun game yesterday. It was so cool. I did not think I would get that lucky or be that good in the gun game. However, we are back with some gun reviews and today is the turn of the SA-805. So we're going to kick it off with damage. So the minimum damage you're ever going to do on this weapon is 25. The maximum you can ever do is actually 40, which again is pretty good for assault rifles. It's just above average, I would call it, so doing a lot of damage there. It starts to drop off at 25.4 meters, which is better than the assault rifles we've seen so far. Then it actually hits 25 at 40.64, which is, is quite short, but then it's good enough so you can deal with enemies pretty quickly. The clip size itself is 30, then you can increase that obviously with 45 to 45 with extended mags. The headshot multiplier is 1.5 times, so that's good. That's higher than a 1.4 so for most assault rifles we've seen so far. That's good. The firing rate is 769 RPM, which again is just below average. So I wish you could have rapid fire on assault rifles. It would be so overpowered. Fortunately, guys, that is not the case with this kind of ghost game. The recoil is interesting in this weapon, meaning that it does a lot of different things. The recoil for going up and left are both 55, meaning that you're going to be going up and left mostly. It's a weird combo. Then you can go right and down. You can go recoil down is 30, and then sorry guys. The right is 30 across recoil, and the down recoil is 35. Sorry guys, that took me a while to get there, but we got there in the end. It actually physically costs 6 squad points to unlock, so that's something to think about. It's nice and cheap. It's actually cheaper than some of the other squad points, number of squad points we needed to unlock some of the other assault rifles, and for what it does, it's pretty beast. Some recommended attachments. Well, I'm just gonna choose what I did in this class. We're gonna start off with foregrip. Foregrip. I put this on every assault rifle, guys. Pretty much every assault rifle, guys. Mainly because it just increases the chance that you're gonna win long range gunfights, and if you're doing that, guys, you're going to get your streaks and you're going to get them a lot easier. Foregrip also, it just stops the recoil, and obviously there's a bit of a random recoil on this gun, being with the left, right, down. Took me a while to say before. So foregrip can actually negate some of that and make it less random and a little bit more controllable. Muzzle brake, reason being is because it does start to drop off fully at 40 meters. Putting a muzzle brake will increase that drop off time, maybe to increase it to 55. I would take a random guess. I don't have the stats here, guys, but probably something like 55 from 40. But it's just going to give you increased damage at long range gunfights, because I used it without the muzzle brake, guys, and to be honest, I hated it. I could not win any long range gunfights. Even if I got the first 2 or 3 shots off, I still die. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just terrible. Leave a comment what you think. But I just found putting the muzzle brake on just turns you into a god or a goddess, male or female. Armor piercing. No, we're not going to talk about that. Sorry, guys. We'll talk about it in a minute. Red dot sight. Reason being, I'll talk about the iron sights in a minute, but I just like red dot sight. I feel it's controllable. It's not as crazy as an ACOG or holographic sight. Red dot is controllable more for me. That's just my playstyle experience. Again, like I said with all my videos, feel free to change up any of the setups or the perks or whatever on him. The final recommended attachments, which I don't use in these videos, but it's pretty good for increasing damage, which is where is it? Armor piercing rounds, meaning that you're going to be doing more damage, and this gun does suck a little bit on damage, dropping down all the way to 20, but you can increase that with armor piercing. Optional, obviously I don't take it because I feel that the muzzle brake more than makes up for that. So if you're going to be choosing between muzzle brake and armor piercing, obviously always go for the muzzle brake. My advice there. Recommended perks. I'm going to hit off with the 2 that you're probably so sick of hearing. You're going to scream when I hear these. Stalker. Stalkers are going to allow you to move faster while aiming down the sights, and it's just going to be able for you to maneuver really quickly. It's going to help you a lot more. Agility. You guys have heard this so much. You're going to be running around the map, especially with the newer maps. They obviously are being smaller to medium. You can be up in the enemy's face quite quick, and using the chrome barrel you can maneuver to long range gunfights, being able to balance them more into your favor. What else do I take with this gun, I hear you say? Well, I've probably mentioned this before. I use ready up on all assault rifles. Obviously, you're going to be sprinting most of the time after, get a kill. You're normally going to sprint. So just keep going, keep that momentum going, guys. And eventually, it will succeed and, you'll do good, guys. And yeah, I use scavenger on assault rifles because obviously the 30 mags do go down pretty quickly. I normally reload after 1 or 2 kills, as you will see in these videos. So being that you're going to need scavenger to when you kill the guy to keep your ammo going. And that's that really. The reload time is 2.76 seconds loaded and 3.76 seconds empty. Now obviously you guys all know by the counter reload method. I think I explained that in one of the videos, to be honest, guys. And that will bring the 2.76 seconds down to 2.45 seconds and the 3.76 seconds to the 3.2 seconds, which is good. Moving on to the iron sights. I found that the iron sights were good, however they weren't good enough for me not to take a red dot on this gun, meaning that sometimes I would take a nice sucker punch to the face. I get shot at a lot at long range gunfights, and obviously it would take me a while to refocus and reshoot him, meaning that I did lose more gunfights than I was winning with red dot. So I want when less sorry guys, I'm trying to explain this. I lost more gunfights without red dot, and then I put it on and I just much better. Aim down sight is 0.3 seconds and the penetration is medium. Those two combined, you're going to be aiming down fast and you'll be able to shoot down the walls pretty quickly, meaning that it's fun times for you and it's going to be epic. And that's really it. All in all, this is a cool gun. It's basically the ACR of Ghosts, and that's why I'm giving it the 4.5 stars out of 5. I do this comparison, or draw the comparison on the bare bone basics, and I felt that the damage and the recoil was a little bit chancy, so I did opt to give this 4.5 stars. That was the only thing that keeping me from giving it 5 stars. Hopefully I will find a gun that is absolutely perfect that I can give it 5 stars, but every gun has its faults, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Are you ready?